Next, I want to start making some props for this. I see that within the trailer, there is some applause signs up on the top. So I'm going to be including those as I am modeling this. So perhaps as I angle the camera, you can see that I'm really going for a low angle with these characters. So that is something that could be a focal point at the top of this screen. So let's add this in. Get rid of the room scene for a second. And let's make a new collection for applause signs. And let's make a cube. Zoom in on the cube specifically. Tab into edit mode. Squash it a little bit and stretch it a little bit. From here, let's take this face right here and inset it and extrude it back so it has some depth. Cool. From here, let's get forward facing and do add text, rotate it 90 degrees, make it smaller, and then put it right into the center of the applause sign. From here, we'll then go to edit, erase all that, laws here, and make sure that it's closer to the center. And let's actually make it all uppercase. Center. Cool. And now it says applause in there. Give it just a text black so that it is there. Let's look at what this is looking like. First the text. There. It seems like everything within the applause sign is illuminated, but the actual box itself is not. So let's make that happen. I'll name this applause sign metal. And let's make it black. Let's also add some cylinders to this as well, because we want it to have it attaching to the ceiling in theory. I think it helps me not make it feel like it's floating in space when I put things like this into the design. Let's make this bigger so I can see it. Scale up the Z axis. And from here, let's go back to this view so we can speed through this and then duplicate it again. Pause, and we will make, this is what I was talking about previously, where some people will just take this face, then add a new material. So this would be applause sign shine. Let's put that there. Be an emission. Let's make it orangish yellow essentially, and let's boost that emission. Make sure that we assign that part. It's back to like 4. There we go. And now we have an applause sign. And just make sure that I parent it so that as I move this, the other one follows suit. And let's see where we would put this. All the way up at the top. One of those, once you look at it too long, you're like, did I right? Because it is a lot of letters. All right, let's put 2 more in here. 1 over here. There we go. Duplicate this whole thing as opposed to just 1 more. There we go. Perfect. Let's rotate this. Then we'll do the same onto the other side. And we'll edit this as we get further along in the process. But I really just like having all the elements into the 3D space before I start moving everything around. So what did I move this to? 30. This also to, oh, I could have done this. Negative 30. There we go. Push this back so it is further back than the other one. Let's see what that looks like when we exit out of that. Perfect. This is really looking better than I could have hoped right now. Everything here is really falling into place. I think the next step will be, I found this grand piano that was on that Blender kit that I told you about previously. I think this is the right fit for what I'm looking for, because I don't want to model a whole entire piano at the moment. I think it's unnecessary. Even with this piano, I think there's a lot in here that I can get rid of due to it not being necessary. But for the time being, let's keep it in here and we'll figure that out. Next up, I always try to do is try to find where I want the camera to sit. I think that's an important part within my pieces, is trying to find the right angle for how this is all going to come together. And I've said before that I really want a low angle. I want to feel like Joker and Harley are leaning over the crowd. or over the camera. So let's try here first. And we can always edit this as we see fit as we go through. Focal length, we want to kind of almost give a fisheye lens. So then we actually can go closer. What was this looking like? Yep, that's what I was thinking. And then we're going to go up because they're going to be near us. And that's what it's looking like right now. And I really think this is looking great. 3000 there. Right angle lens is really doing its job here. So let's see. How do we get everything that we need, all the information that we need to be in the shot? I think we're going to have to play with some of the perspective. Like these applause signs will have to go further back, because if they were where they're supposed to be, then they would get cut off. So let's put them here. And this is looking great. This is with Eevee, and I'm shocked with how this has been performing so far. Eevee doesn't usually look this great to me. These would not be this close, so let's push them away. Kind of no reason to have them, but I'm going to put them in here because I think they help set the studio scene that we're trying to have here. So maybe they would be a little bit more present in this scene. Let's grab this and push it closer. It was actually in frame. Then we'll grab both so that we can have them sitting in frame. There we go. That works. Okay.